Hello beautiful friends, it's Jasmine and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my beauty and self-care routine for when I am traveling. So if you're not yet part of our beautiful community, then you are more than welcome to join by clicking subscribe just below here. And so as you may know, or if you didn't know, now you know, I travel very frequently. I share all of my travel adventures here on my channel through vlogs and cinematic film now, and this year I also did 5 months of solo traveling. Recently I did 3 weeks. In a few days I'm leaving again for 6 weeks. So I have had quite the experience, and over time I have developed some sort of routine when it comes to traveling and well-being, taking care of myself. I know it can be a bit tricky to stick to a routine when you are traveling, but this routine is mainly just, no matter where I travel to, the things I do daily or as often as I can to take care of not only my physical health but my mental health and spiritual health as well. And what I also want to mention about self-care is that it really is all about prioritizing it. When you make something a priority in your life, it then becomes important, and that is what grows and shines. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. Alright, so let's first talk about my skincare routine when I'm traveling, and no matter where I go in the world, I always bring with me my own spin brush and my own facial scrub. No matter how busy it can get when I'm traveling, I always ensure that I do my skincare in the morning after I wake up and in the evening before I go to bed. And I use this spin brush just once in the evening, but I always bring my own facial scrub so I don't have to buy it when I'm there. And I like using certain brands of skincare as well because they're high quality, they don't have chemicals in it, and so I just like bringing my own. After I wash my face in the morning and evening, I always protect my skin by applying moisturizer on top, and this helps to keep it moist as well, keep it hydrated. And usually when I fly on planes, my skin tends to get a bit dry, so I'll also bring little moisturizer in a little tub like this with me on the plane. And also very important, because I do travel a lot in Southeast Asia and generally I'm always in warm climates, and that means the sun is very strong there, I always apply sunscreen. And not only in the morning but throughout the day, every few hours I'll always top up, especially on my face. And this is super important to protect our skin, because when we do get sunburned, it is a damage to our skin. Tanning is actually damage to our skin as well, and we just don't really want to be damaging our skin because that can lead to other health complications. I always get SPF 50 plus because I do want that extra protection. So that is pretty much my skincare routine for when I travel, and I know it's very simple, and that's just me. I am a simple girl. And now moving on to the hair care, I always like to bring my own shampoo when I'm traveling. So to maintain healthy hair, I am very selective about which products I use on it, simply because in the past I've had experiences where I've used certain shampoos and I have lost a lot of hair because of the chemicals in it. Yeah, it's just one of those things I'm very particular about, and I always look for high quality shampoos that have minimal and natural ingredients, and I always bring it with me when I travel, so I don't use any of the shampoos provided. I always use my own. So I am super excited to be collaborating with Function of Beauty today, as I've been using their uniquely formulated shampoo and conditioner for my hair in the past few weeks, and genuinely I have absolutely been loving it. And so if you haven't heard of Function of Beauty, they do create custom shampoos and conditioners like I have for your hair goals and your hair type. And so all I did before I placed the order was to fill in a quick 2-minute quiz, and for my hair profile I listed I have straight, fine and oily hair, and my hair goals are to hydrate, nourish the roots, oil control, strengthen and volumize. And you can also choose a fragrance if you'd like, and I chose flowers because I love flowers. So I just absolutely love how you can customize your own shampoo. I've never come across anything like this before, and I think my favorite thing about Function of Beauty is that they celebrate individuality, which is what I'm all about. I also love that there are no parabens, surfaces, GMOs or toxins, and it is 100% vegan and cruelty free. And also another thing you can do to customize this shampoo is that you can choose the color as well. So because pink is my favorite, I chose it for the main shampoo, and I also love lavender, and so I chose that color for my conditioner. And I have to say, my favorite thing are these cute little travel reusable bottles that it comes with, and they're so so cute. I love that they're different colors and they have a label on it as well. So this blue one has all my conditioner inside. This one has body wash that I filled in with my own body wash. This one is body lotion and again has my own, and the pink one is for shampoo. And currently this is the result of using the shampoo after around a month, and I can genuinely say that my hair is looking and feeling very healthy. I also haven't come across a conditioner like this that leaves my hair so smooth, and I only have brushed it a little bit and it's just like silky smooth. And I have some great news for you as well, because I'm collaborating with Functional Beauty. You can click the link down below here to get 20% off your first order. It is currently available in the US, Canada, Great Britain, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and some more countries as well. So check out the link below and we can all use the Functional Beauty together. So another part of my general beauty routine when I am traveling is that I keep all of my beauty products in this toiletry bag here. Again, I always bring my own rather than buy over there, because when I am home I have more time to go out shopping to choose the certain products, because like I said, I am very selective. I choose to put good quality products on my skin because I respect my body. So some more goodies I have in here for self-care are lots more sunscreen. I have a few bottles of that. I have facial serum, dry shampoo, essential oil for my skin. I have some fairy floss, tooth floss. I definitely meant tooth floss. Also aloe vera gel, 2 more bottles of facial moisturizer, my tongue scraper, and also a bug spray, which is very, very important if you are going to tropical places. Trust me. Another part of my beauty routine when traveling is doing my makeup. Although I barely wear any at all, it really is just my eyebrows. Sometimes I'll add on some lipstick and a bit of concealer, but that's honestly it. And so I just have everything in this pouch with me. Probably 20% is makeup, the rest is just other stuff. So things like hand sanitizer, tissues, band-aids. What else do I have? Oh, mirror, my comb, hand moisturizer, my lip balm. The main reason why I barely wear makeup is because, again, I travel to warm places and it's so humid. I feel like my makeup will just melt right off and I just can't be bothered. I much rather spend the time on exploring and traveling around rather than doing my makeup. And another part of my self-care routine when I travel is that I always focus on eating whole foods. While there aren't certain set times that I eat when I travel, and sometimes that can be a bit tricky when you are moving around, and I also always advocate to listen to your body, but what I do keep in my routine is I focus on eating plants and foods that really nourish my body and my soul, because my body is a temple as yours is too, and it can be a little challenging sometimes to find wholesome foods. And don't stress if you can't. It's more damaging to our body to eat when we are stressed rather than eat something that may not be the best but still enjoy it. But it's also just about doing your research as well. So for example, every time before I go to a certain place, I always research plant-based places or vegetarian or just healthy eating restaurants, and usually I will book my accommodation nearby as well. And something else I've been adding to my self-care routine for traveling recently is bringing a supplements bag. So this will be different for everyone depending on your needs, and this is just to make sure I keep my immunity good. When you're traveling, it can be quite exhausting and you're exposed to little bacteria as well, so I really prioritize my health. And so what I have in here, for example, is I have some B12 tablets, I have some iron tablets as well. Another thing I have are these Chinese traditional medicines for indigestion, and that is something I frequently experience when I travel just because my body is so sensitive to changing environments. This definitely helps. So another part of my travel self-care routine is that I ensure I prioritize time to meditate or pray every day. So I talk about meditation a lot, and even when I'm traveling, I do my best to incorporate it, even if it's just 5 minutes. And I've also found that because when I'm traveling, I tend to wake up quite early and leave straight away, because in the morning I find it's just the best time time to explore. There's not a lot of people out yet, and so I tend to meditate and pray in the evening before bed. But also if it's a travel day, if I'm on a train or a plane, I'll just put in my earphones, listen to a meditation. And for me, this is such a huge part of self-care because of all the benefits that meditation brings you. And when I pray, I also connect more with God, and I just feel more centered and grounded. You know, sometimes when you travel, you can get a little frustrated sometimes that things that might happen out of your control, could get a little agitated, and when I do meditate and pray, it just, yeah, it calms me down, and essentially I guess it reduces stress, and that is so important for our health. So to maintain self-care when I travel, I also aim to move my body every day. Now when I'm traveling, I don't always have access to a gym. My favorite exercise when I'm out is to go for a walk or do some hiking, and that is the best way to explore an area, get your body moving. Every day I just intend to do something active. Another very important part of my self-care routine when I travel is getting enough sleep. I know this can be one of the trickier aspects to master when you travel, especially if you experience jet lag or you have a long flight. And also when I'm traveling, I do aim to sleep early because I like waking up early. You may know that when you don't get enough sleep, you feel less energetic, you just feel really tired and not able to enjoy yourself as much. Sleep is so important for renewing our body cells and is when our body does a lot of the healing too. So a very big tip I have for you when you travel is to bring your own sleeping mask. This is like my best friend when I'm on planes or even in hostels because there are other people you're sharing that room with. And also bring noise cancelling headphones. That means in the day taking a nap because you didn't get enough during the night, then by all means do that. And also just from my own experience, for some reason I can sleep very easily on a day flight but not on a night flight. So what I like to do is when possible I will book a flight during the day, and that way I can arrive at the place for the night and get a good quality sleep at night time. Another thing I want to mention as part of my self-care routine when traveling is setting time to journal often. Sometimes the trips I go on can be quite full on and not every day I'll get to journal, but I will prioritize it as much as possible, and my journal is everything. It is your best therapist, and you know, no matter where you are in the world, set time to do this, even if it's 5 minutes a day, even if it's just listing what you're grateful for. Journaling does wonders for your mental health. I've been journaling for the past 9 years now, and I can say it has been life-changing in so many ways. So don't forget to always bring a pen with you in your backpack too, so you can journal anywhere you are. Another thing that you may not hear a lot of as part of a beauty routine, but it most definitely is for me, especially when I travel, is making conversations with people. For me, a huge part of amplifying my inner beauty is adding joy to another person's day. When you are out and you make a conversation with someone, not only does it make you feel good, but it makes the other person feel good too, because they feel like they are approachable and friendly. And when I step out of my comfort zone, because I am more of an introvert, and talk to new people, I learn a lot, and learning and wisdom, for me, that's all beauty as well. And also this is part of self-care because human connection is so important, and sometimes when you're traveling, especially when you're solo, you can feel a little lonely, like I have experienced. And something you can do to deal with and combat that is to simply make a conversation with someone. If I'm feeling a little lonely, I will do my best to challenge myself and go and talk to someone new. For me, that is taking care of myself. And the last thing I want to mention when it comes to self-care and traveling is doing my best to read when I can. And so sometimes I may bring a hard copy book, but if you don't have the space in your bags, you can listen to audiobooks as well if you download them. And reading is a part of self-care because you are learning wisdom and knowledge, and if it's a personal development related book, then you are adding positivity to your day as well, and you feel good afterwards. So these are some of the main things I do to take care of myself and amplify my beauty when I'm traveling as best as I can. And I really hope you enjoyed this, you gained some new tips. And once again, if you would like to try out Functional Beauty and get your own custom shampoos and conditioners, then check out the link down below for 20% off your first order. And I want to say that you are beautiful just as you are. Don't compare your beauty to anyone else. It really comes from within, and when you take care of yourself, the universe or God will take care of everything else. So put yourself first. It's not selfish, and when your own cup is filled, you can then give more to others as well, and you deserve to take care of yourself. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.
I always thought I'd be waiting.